paper called the Collins Creatures. Today I'm at Chuck Tornetta's Tortuga Ranch. This is Chuck.
Hello.
And while Tortuga means turtle, Chuck keeps other animals that aren't turtles. So in this video, we're going to be covering the animals that aren't the turtles. So Chuck, how did you get started with reptiles?
I just loved them all my life. Started out as a junior zookeeper back in Philly and just got snakes and turtles and lizards, and it's just something that stuck with me and never left me, and I don't think it ever will. I think I'm gonna have it until I'm not here anymore.
All right. Well, let's look at some of the animals in this room. So what do you keep in this room?
This room is the Boa Constrictors. I've bred many Boa Constrictors over the years, but I've narrowed it down to VPI albinos, IMGs, blood boas, a couple different boas here and there, and combinations of them all, like leopards, eclipses, things like that. But basically the IMG morphs, the fires, the super fires, that's in this room.
All right, so let's check them out.
You want to see some? So this one's kind of cool. This is my girl Candy. She is a VPI albino jungle motley. And as these things get bigger, they get more and more and more yellow. And just, look beautiful.
Yeah, this is really a beautiful snake.
She don't bite. Don't worry. Yeah, I love the motleys. I always love the motleys. I think you put motley in anything, it's going to be absolutely beautiful. And then, like, you take a boa like a typical VPI albino sun glow, like this one, which is basically the same as Candy, but it's a sun glow. It's a hypo albino. It doesn't have the motley. And some of the VPIs, interestingly, some of the VPIs looked kind of like hypo boas. They look duller versions of a normal boa. This one actually looks like, and a lot of my VPIs actually look like call albinos or sharp strand albinos. I mean, they've came a long way. They really got prettier and prettier. Yeah. I mean, through selective breeding, they really got prettier and prettier. And I have about 8 of them sunglow females ready to go next year.
So Chuck, let's see some other boas.
Okay, so this is the closest I have to a normal T positive VPI boa. And this is what I wanted to show you. See how it has a little bit of color to it?
Yeah.
But not much. It's still an albino.
So what does VPI mean?
Well, it was created by Tracy Barker at Vita Procrucia International. And it's just a tyrosine positive boa. It has a little bit of color right now, and the normal albinos that everybody thinks of are just the pink albinos with pink eyes, like yellow albino with pink eyes. This does not have pink eyes. This has a layer color eyes.
So, what is this boa?
This is a Scoria boa, 100% het for blood, and it's going to be the ingredients to my blood scorias, and we have another one. A sibling right here.
Yeah,
these
cool.
Two are brothers.
These are really beautiful steaks.
Yeah.
So what does Scoria mean?
Scoria is just what they named it. I don't exactly know who named it Scoria, but whoever, I guess, found it or came up with it, named the first one Scoria, and that's what we're going with. And it's named that because of the lack of pattern or the type of pattern that it has.
Well, these are certainly very cool.
Yeah, we're certainly active snakes, aren't they? I have a bunch of baby Scorias here that I produced. Some more vocal than others.
So these are fire boas. So could you explain what fire is?
Sure, yeah. I got my fire boas from Jeremy Stone. He was the original producer. And fire boas have a unique glow to them, and then they have a unique a head stamp on them, which is kind of like a little Y. And then under the neck, they tend to have some white scales. And every fire boa is going to have white scales, which is now an official indicator that it is a fire boa.
And then, what happens when you breed two fires together?
When you breed two fire boas together, you will get some white snakes. And that is a white snake, which was originally called the black-eyed leucistic boa constrictor, but now they call it super fire.
Yeah, they're very cool. So this is a fire, and this is a super fire.
Right, carries 2 copies of that trait. So Colin, let me show you a couple more variations of the VPI gene. This little lady right here is a ghost IMG, possible het for VPI. So hypo, IMG, aneurystheristic, possible het VPI. This one here is one of my favorites. It is an actual VPI snow that's IMG. And the IMG is really working, taking over an old snake. This is a VPI snow boa that is also jungle.
So you explained what VPI means, but what the heck is IMG?
IMG is increased melanin gene. I was lucky enough to buy this from the late great Tom Burke himself. This is a hypo IMG 100% het lipstick albino. So it just means it's het for albino. But as it got older, it got blacker and blacker and blacker and full of iridescence.
Yeah,
and that's what IMG means.
Really beautiful.
It never
snake.
stops increasing.
So we got one last boa. What is it?
This is a fire boa. She's actually gravid right now, and as you can see, she's getting ready to have her babies relatively soon. I could tell by the way she's crooked her tail right there. I look for 2 things. One is a waxy stool, which I seen back there, and then she's got the tail crooked a little bit. And my experience as a boa breeder says she's waiting for it to rain, and she's going to have her babies.
That's pretty cool. So here we got some Dumeril's boas. So could you tell me about them?
Yeah, sure. I mean, these Dumeril boas are about 9 years old. They come from the island of Madagascar, and it takes they're slow growers, so it takes a long time to get a girl this big. Now, normally I wouldn't hold a snake that's gravid, but Dumeril's boas hold her babies for 7 months. So she's still got a good 3 months to go before she has her babies.
Wow.
And when they do, they're huge, and they shed within 24 hours.
That's really cool.
I also breed Bell's Phase lace monitors. I have 2.2 adult pair, two adult pairs, and this is my Bumblebee. And Bumblebee, I'm wearing gloves because Bumblebee has some really sharp nails, and I'm trying not to let him scratch up my clothes and my skin. But come on, Bumblebee, calm down, baby. But Bumblebee is a good boy, and we do have babies.
So in here are some of Chuck's younger lace monitors. So Chuck, what do you got in here?
These are captive-born Cape Bandit white-throat monitors. A boy and a girl, produced by Brian Whitehead in Washington State. These are not imported anymore from Africa, from their range, so if you're going to have a Cape Bandit, it has to be produced in the United States. I did obtain a few Black Dragon water monitors, and it's not going to be a project of mine, but I will be reselling them. Fun to work with.
that is the non-turtles of the Tortuga Ranch. Thanks, Chuck, for showing me the boas and the lizards.
You're more than welcome. Thank you for coming, and I look forward to doing more videos together.
Well, we're gonna do some videos on the turtles. Come on again. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I'll see you next time on
Colin's
Creatures. So, thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel, like my videos, and I'll see you next time on
Colin's
Creatures.